Much before Indiahikes, when I was very actively, trekking and exploring the different regions of a country, the world, I used to do that with sources which were usually books and magazines because we didn't have internet at that time. And I was very curious to know what the Pakistan side of Kashmir looked like. And it looked very different from the side of Kashmir that I had seen or I had already been to in my younger days. And I used to wonder, when can we ever see that side of Kashmir, especially the Gilgit area and all those places. They were very, very different looking from this side of Kashmir. And then suddenly Gurez happened. This area of Gurez suddenly opened up for tourism to go, for normal tourists to go, because these were all restricted areas. Gurez, just to give you an idea of geography, Gurez is as north as you can go in a country. That's the final latitude. From Kanyakumari, if you take a road and go to the north, that's where you're ending it. So the northernmost part of our country, the topography is very different from the valley of Kashmir that we have all seen. We have treks in our own valley, the Tarsar Marsar, the Kashmir Great Lakes, the Nafran Valley, the Bodh Patri, they have a certain similarity, but not Gurez. Because to go to Gurez, you have to cross a pass, the Razdan Pass at 11,500 feet, and then cross. The topography changes the moment you cross the pass. You are seeing the side of Kashmir which no one has seen before. And this Kashmir resembles that Kashmir of Gilgit and all those areas that we have never seen before. These are the old silk routes. These are the lands where the color is different. The plants are different. In fact, the trees in this side of Kashmir is very different from what you see in the valleys. As it is in the valley, it is very different from the rest of the country. And here it is even more so. The trees and the way they are laid out, the valley, the way it is laid out. Here too you will be going through grasslands and meadows, but you have not seen grasslands and meadows like this. Here too you will be going through this alpine lakes, the Patalwansar 1, the Patalwansar 2. And these are huge alpine lakes. But they are very different in shape, they are very different in color. But this whole trek, the whole region, Gurez and the trek, is something which trekkers have not seen. Because this is in a belt of land which is beyond what the valley is, the Kashmir Valley that we know is. It's beyond that. It is actually more familiar with some of the treks that we have done outside our country, in Georgia, in Kyrgyzstan. It resembles those lands more than it resembles our land more. And trekkers have not seen that. And we will go next to POK. We will see villages in POK. I don't think anybody in a country can imagine what it means to see a village of another country, especially Pakistan, with whom our ties are slightly different. And I'm so excited about Gurez because I've been waiting for this to open up. And I'm so glad that Indiahikes is opened up and now it's open for common people to do this trek. And of course, there is no question of it. I would sacrifice our regular Kashmir treks to do this trek in Gurez.